New tonight, the parents of Camp Mystic victims and survivors not holding back about what happened during the deadly July 4th floods. They're testifying before a legislative committee this week about what went wrong and whether the camp should be allowed to reopen. Tonight, families shared their losses and traumatizing close calls and said those who ran the camp cannot be trusted again. Maria Aguilera has the latest.
Hours of questioning and emotional testimony.
The most horrific, gruesome death.
Families of victims and survivors face lawmakers as Texas legislative hearings into what went wrong during the July 4th flooding at Camp Mystic continued for a second day. Parents speaking through tears of their loss.
Camp Mystic created an unsafe environment that just knocked on wood with its safety standards and rolled the dice with our daughter's life.
Others sharing stories of survival.
I want answers to the heartbreaking questions my daughter asks me about what happened to her friends. Girls began crying for their mothers. Girls were crying that they wanted to go home. I cannot fathom this. We cannot accept it.
Earlier, the family that operates Camp Mystic was pressed by lawmakers about what went wrong, asking about emergency planning, staffing, and communication failures.
Y'all will not be an operator next session, next season, if I can have anything to say with that, because you just missed it and it was tragic.
The Eastland family said they'd be willing to step back from operating Camp Mystic if it meant the camp would continue, and acknowledged failures during the hearing.
We tried our hardest that night and it wasn't enough to save your daughters. We were devastated alongside you. I regret not communicating more with each of you earlier.
As the hearing stretched into the night, families of victims directed their statements at camp's leadership.
You reacted too late and you made poor decisions.
They have lost the privilege to care for anyone else's children ever again.